Nox is a predator by nature. It's a beast you've tamed who's loyal to you. Nox is a knife by essence. It's your sharp fang. It can carve meat or it can save a life. Nox is a friend by character, your steel brother whom you can trust, the one that won't let you down. We've been making knives for 25 years, and we do it well. For the harsh nature, for the urban jungle, for you.
Hey folks, welcome back to George Does Stuff, and I got a weird one for you guys. I'm going to do something I normally don't do, and this is going to be kind of a multiple knife review at once. I may or may not have mentioned that months ago I was fortunate enough to get asked to join the Amazon Vine program, which gives you items to review for free in exchange for your review of those knives. It's a big long story how I got it, but I'm very fortunate that I got it, and if you can get it, go for it. Anyway, so I have had a hard time finding knives because when you first start off, you're limited to, you can only see items that are worth $100, and you have no control of what items are available to Vine members, so you just have to kind of sit it out. But recently, this company, I don't know, it's a Russian company, that I think it's pretty apparent that their stuff is. Oh, you can't see that. Their stuff is made in China, but it's very interesting stuff. Some of their designs are absolutely bizarre, and I'm going to show you these two. I'm going to give you a sneak peek of two more that I got. But those knives, the other two knives, are probably going to get individual reviews of their own. But these I just want to kind of do because they're strange. So let me start off with this one. I believe this is the first one I got from these guys. So it says something in here in Cyrillic. I don't read Russian. I don't know what that says. The website is www.HOKCKnives.ru, so that's not even Hawk. The whole thing is very odd, but I really like this knife. This is the first one I got. I generally don't have a lot of fixed blades. Oh, that's a Kent fun for the whole family. But this is the knife, and I just think this knife is just a really. It's like I would call this a fighting knife. I don't know what else you could call it. I mean, I guess it's just a fixed blade, whatever. It is not. It's only sharpened on one side. It's not a true dagger. So this is just a swedge. There's nothing there. There's jimping. Gotta have for jimping. There's some jimping there. I like the fact this thing's full tang. It's really cool. Giant lanyard hole. Removable scales. If you're into that, you can do that. It is treated in black. I don't know if it's just, if it's PBD or if it's just painted or what, but it looks pretty cool. It has something there in Russian, and then it says D2. Got some D2 steel, which I think everybody knows how I feel about D2. And Mother Murgatroyd, this knife came sharp. So I know I wasn't gonna really get into this, but since I got it out, let's see how I should do. Whoop! This knife is ridiculously sharp. It is crazy sharp. I had a little bit to do with that, but that's really pretty much the way it came from the factory. I just touched it up a little bit as I do. It comes with this sheath, which is pretty good, but one of the things that's very weird about this knife is that it looks like it would be omnidirectional. You can use it any direction, but no, it only goes in one way, and I always forget. I think it's this way. Yeah, it locks in that way. If you try to put it in the other way, which is common, it no working. So it only goes in one way, even though it looks like it would go in two ways. But the fit and finish on this knife is actually really good. It is a really slick little knife. It's just a very odd design. I mean, like I said, it's kind of a fighting knife, but if it's a fighting knife, I'd want more of a finger guard on this thing, you know. But the overall design, the overall fit and finish, the build of this, there's a nice sharpening trail on there. It feels very solid in the hand. The scales are, made out of some type of steel. They're, I guess it's aluminum, but I don't know. It might just be stainless steel or just, who knows? I have no idea. But so this is, I don't even know the model number on this. If I find it, I'll flash it up somewhere. But, does it say made in China on here? I don't think so. It doesn't say made in Russia either. It just kind of, but it has, if you guys speak Russian at all, if you can read that, you can relay to me what it says. But all in all, I think it's an interesting design. I like it quite a bit. I don't know that I'll ever carry it because I'm not a big on fighting people with knives, and well, I live in an apartment. I don't exactly spend a lot of time in the outdoors. But anyway, so that is HOKC Knife #1, which by the way has a really cool dragon symbol on there, which I just think that's pretty cool because I play D&D and I'm a big nerd. Deal with it. All right, there you go. All right, and next up is this beast. This knife is just, this knife makes no sense to me. It has what I feel is a really poorly put together, very cheap feeling sheath. And while, it could be used, to put around your belt, or I guess you could kind of try to integrate it into a MOLLE system or something. And it has a nice leg tie, so when you have it on your hip, it doesn't go swinging around and hitting everybody. Again, it's got a unidirectional sheath, which I'm not a big fan of, and this thing's really hard to close, but we'll open her up anyway. So, this knife is a freakazoid. There's no other way to put it. It's a very odd design. So, first of all, it is a recurve. I do not like recurve knives at all. They're very difficult to sharpen. I find myself thinking that if this knife were just a nice, kind of like the other knife, just a nice straight angle, if they just cut that right there and got rid of this big old belly that's just totally not necessary, this knife would be an absolute beast. Or if they extended this part out and you made it a much fuller knife, it would be a beast. Speaking of which, it's got a fuller. It is made of, I don't know if I'm going to get that in focus. Hopefully it is. But it's made of HOKC steel, which is not my favorite. I mean, for an outdoor knife, I guess it's okay. I believe HOKC is very prone to corrosion, so I don't know if it's an optimal choice. But hey, it is what it is. Fortunately, I got this at a very low price, so I'm very happy. It's got a nice beefy spine to it. It's not particularly sharp, but I guess if you're in a survival situation, you could probably use this for, if you have a fire steel or something. This saw, while I'm sure it will kind of maybe work, probably not, but kind of. I mean, it's well designed. It feels. Is absolutely unnecessary, and it is in the absolute worst possible place for it. I would feel much better if that saw were up here or something, or maybe even part of the blade. I don't know, but this is just a really crappy place to have that. I find like if I'm trying to sharpen or whatever, I catch my finger on it all the time, and it's sharp as hell. You don't want to be poking around on that. So, I don't like it. I like the fuller. I think the fullers always look nice. It has a very nice hand guard on here, so you're not going to roll over it and slice yourself open. There's a little HOKC symbol. Again, there's more Russian writing on there. If you guys speak Russian, please let me know what that says in the comments, or Google it, or Chat GPT it, whatever you kids are doing these days. It has a rubberized texture on the grip, which is, I'm going to say, excellent. It's very, very comfortable. It is very nice in the hand. You do not feel like you're going to lose it. These little dimples actually fall very well with my hand on the tips of my fingers, locking it in really well. But again, this knife is just, it seems like it was designed by like 4 people. Also, that finger guard that is way too big. It does not need to be that big. I mean, that is ridiculously big. One thing I really don't like is this lanyard hole. That is a really just, I don't trust whatever this material is enough to think that that's going to support a knife of this size if I put a lanyard there. So if I'm taking this thing out and I'm whacking it, it might just rip right through there. So, because I don't know what this blade material is, I don't know, or this handle material is, and I don't trust it. And the last thing is, there's knurling on here. I mean, I can see, okay, we're using this, that we're camping, we're using this as a hammer or something to, drive in tent stakes or whatever, trying to crack open a walnut, whatever. But why is there knurling on there? I mean, that makes no sense to me. I don't understand. That design is just, it's very, very odd to me. If you guys, have thoughts on that, please let me know. I was hoping, that it was there so it unscrewed. Maybe it was like a survival knife. There was storage in there or something. I can't tell if this is full tang or not. Obviously you can't see it on either side, so I have no idea if it stops right here, if it goes all the way down. I have no idea. This knife is a mystery. I don't recommend this knife. I think that they can make this knife better. I think they can make this knife better without much work, really. But yeah, it is. This is not a good knife. In my opinion, it's not a good knife. I think there's other things you can get. Have I tried this? Let's see. Oh yeah, it's sharp. I actually had a hand in that. I actually sharpened this knife. So, but yeah, this for a big knife, it's got a nice edge on it. I have been working diligently on my sharpening skills, so I think I'm getting a little bit better. So yeah, it's definitely sharp, but see, if I do that, I'm touching that saw blade, and it hurts. That is just the dumbest spot for it. Anyway, so yeah, that's Hawk knife number 2. Unlike the first knife, I don't like this knife a lot, and this sheath is very difficult to work with. You have to ram this in here, and you gotta pull that over there and pray to the sheath gods that it shuts. And this one on the other side is loose, so this one's too tight, this one's too loose. I just don't like it. I'm sorry. There's some knives in this world that I like and some knives that I don't. This one, I'm just to cover it briefly. It's a nice little flipper, same company, Hawk Knives. There's more Cyrillic on there. This is in D2. I think everybody, hopefully by now, knows how I feel about D2. I love D2. I'm going to do a full review of this knife, so I'm not going to waste your time on this, but this knife has much more potential than the last knife, to say the least. And this last knife, I'm going to just go ahead and tell you right now, I love this last knife. And this knife is completely insane. And I really look forward to doing a review of this knife. This knife feels like it was manufactured by 7 or 8 different knife makers. This is literally too many chefs in the kitchen making this knife. And I'll get into it when I do the solitary review. This knife also is colossal. This is a gigantic folding knife. To put this in perspective, there it is next to a paramilitary too. I mean, that just, it's humongous. It's so big that I'm actually thinking about sending that knife to Metal Complex, because I know how he likes big knives, just to have him review it and look at the insanity involved with it, because this knife is crazy. There are several reasons why I like this knife a lot. The size is not particularly one of them. But one of the things I do like about it is that this knife is the first knife that I feel that I really successfully put a hand sharpened edge on. This is using stones, not using a fixed edge sharpener. So this was completely hand sharpened by me, and it took a really, really good edge. And well, it's D2, so that's why I like D2. It does stuff like that. So anyway, we will not dive too much into this knife because I have a lot to say about it. I'm going to do a quick once over, and if you guys made it to this far in the video, you can take a look at this thing and see if you see any things here that seem very weird for, well, anything that you see weird. And I'll give you a hint. There's a hint. Anyway, so yeah, this knife is full of mysteries, and I will be doing a review of this very, very soon. I don't know, again, I don't know the model number because all the models are in Russian. But yeah, I like this knife a lot, and I actually have carried it even though it's giant. It's really funny. So anyway, that's basically it. I just wanted to go over, I guess I'll bring them all back in here. Just want to go over my new HOKC Knife collection. Straight from Russia, made by a Russian master in China, I guess. And these are very interesting. They're all very quirky. Some of them I absolutely love. Some of them I absolutely hate. Some of them I have mixed feelings about. And some of them are just so bizarre, I have to love it. So anyway, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope to talk to you all soon. And talk to you later.